Welcome back to Joe's Home Flavors. Today we're going to be cooking chicken cordon bleu. Okay, so we need some chicken breast, skinless and boneless. We need some cheese. In this case, it's Swiss cheese. We have some smoked ham here. We're going to be needing some eggs, flour, and some breadcrumbs. And to season the chicken, we have some English mustard. You can do with the Dijon mustard, or you can do with any other mustard if you prefer. And I have a dry rub of salt, pepper, and paprika on this little one here. And yeah, so it's going to be a pretty straightforward process, so let's get on with it. So first thing we need is to get some cling film onto our table here, and we take one of these chicken breasts, put it on there, fold the chicken breast, and now you can either use a mullet, a kitchen mullet, like the one I'm going to show you now, like this one, or a metal one, or if you don't have something like this, you can have rolling pin is also very handy for this kind of work. The idea is to get this chicken thinner, and so we can then work it and roll it. Okay, so let's get on with it. As you can see, this has doubled in size and is also now flattened in a way that we can now work it and then bring it to the fridge to cool down a little bit. So we have it on this cling film. I'm going to remove the cling film so we can work better with it. So now, obviously, the first thing we need to do is to season it a little bit with this dry rub, okay? Like that. Reminding you that this is a dry rub of salt, pepper, and paprika. Okay. Now that's done. Now we need a little bit of mustard, not too much, just a thin sort of layer of mustard. Nice and spread it. There we are. Okay, so now we need some ham. So that's one slice, and that's another slice of ham, and then some cheese. One slice of cheese, two slices of cheese. I like to go crazy on the cheese because well, I like cheese very much, and the more cheese it's in the cordon bleu, the more it oozes out of it when it's done. Okay, so yeah, we got our cheese. So with the help of our cling film in the bottom, kind of press it like that a little bit, and then try to roll it. Apply a little bit of pressure. Okay, and we need to roll it and keep rolling it. Yeah, this is a massive one. Okay, now we need a little bit more of this cling film. And now we get this roll on the center of this, on the center here. Okay, nice and tight. Now we squeeze it in a little bit and make sure that thing gets inside. And now with the ends, just starts rolling it on a board like this. Okay. Okay, once you're happy with how it's holding, just tie it down a little bit like this, so it doesn't get loose. And now we should put it in the fridge for at least half an hour, so it rests in it, so it gives a chance for the meat to stiffen up again. And yeah, and then we'll go on to the next step. Okay, so our Cordon Bleus have been in the fridge for half an hour to stiffen them up a little bit. So they're still they're here ready to go now, and we have everything else we need ready as well. So we have I've whisked the eggs and put them in this wide plate. I have the flour here, and I have the breadcrumbs, which is obviously the only three things we need. We're not going to be seasoning any of these three because we've seasoned the steaks already. So let's get this hob going. A little bit of olive oil. So the idea is to seal them in this fat a little bit on the frying pan, and then bring them to the oven, a preheated oven at about 180 degrees, and they should cook there for another half an hour. So we seal them here first, so we hope to have everything kept inside, so all the goodness inside, all the cheese and all the ham and all that. And then so we seal them on all sides, as you will see, and then we transfer this either with a frying pan, or you can use oven going dish, something like that, to finish the Cordon Bleu. So as that olive oil gets to temperature, I'm going to get these Cordon Bleu off their plastic wraps, nice and easy. We want to keep the shape, okay? And the first place they're going is the flour. You need to have flour all over, because this will help close all those possible places of escape for that cheese once it starts melting. Okay, so we have the flour. Tap it down a little bit so we don't have any excess. Then we transfer onto the egg, and we give it a good coating of egg as well. And now onto the breadcrumbs. Be generous on the breadcrumbs. We need it nice and coated. Remember, we're trying to prevent all the stuff inside to get onto the outside. Okay, I think that fat is ready to go, so here we go. Yeah, it's already sizzling. Now to the next one. So that one is going already. And now let's get this one going as well. There we are. We want them nice and brown. This will initiate the cooking process. We need to make sure that we get all sides, and very gently, so we don't lose the shape. Okay, also on the ends like that. And on that end as well. On the sides. Be gentle with that crust. Okay, and we're done. We're ready to now to bring it to the oven. Our Cordon Bleu all ready. So it's been about half an hour since I put it in the oven. It cooked thoroughly and beautifully. So about 6 or 7 minutes on the frying pan, sealed on the sides, and then in the preheated oven at 180 degrees for about half an hour. So 20 minutes, 30 minutes, it depends on the size of your Cordon Bleu, and also depends on your oven. Right, so let's get on with this and see how that goes. I can see cheese just melting away from that Cordon Bleu. Let's try that. Oh my God! You wouldn't believe how moist this chicken is, and all that seasoning that I did on the inside with the mustard and and then the dry rub and all. Makes the whole thing really nice and juicy, and the cheese just melts away. Oh my God. I have some sauteed pak choy, just because, as a side, but you can have this either on its own or with fries or with rice or with pretty much everything. It goes with everything. My God. So yeah, I think we can do this. It's easy. Just a couple of steps, really easy to make. Really worthwhile. It's really. So if you did like this recipe, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Share with your friends and family, and give it a go on a Sunday when everybody else is sleeping. Go on a kitchen, do this, and surprise everyone with a magnificent lunch that can go summer, spring, winter, autumn, whatever, and whenever. It's really good, and it doesn't need an excuse to come to the table. So give it a go, and to see all the processes and all the ingredients, which aren't many, just go on joeshomeflavors.com. And if you have any comments, add to the comment line over there. If you have any idea on what to do next, or if you have a different version of this, by all means share with me, and I'll promise I'll give it a go. If you don't want to comment on that, you can comment on the website as well. So this was Cordon Bleu. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you on the next one.